Good evening and welcome to What's Happened at the Audi. My name is David Murdo. Here we are again, well into the season for the 2014-2015 season. Here with me tonight, we're going to be talking about the 55th Annual Festival of Barbershop Harmony. I'd like to welcome Joe Hayden, who is the master of the festival.
Show chairman, thank you.
And Louis Jacob, who is the president of the Barbershop Chorus. Welcome.
Thank you, David.
Great to be here.
So,
We are
was
here.
he trying to take and do something, you didn't want him to do it, and that's how he got into that neck brace?
We have ways. We have ways. And when you don't cooperate, things happen.
So when they ask you to take and please come and join the barbershoppers, you better say yes.
Put you in a headlock. Actually, it happened at the most inopportune moment when I was just starting to prepare to put the show together. I fell on my head. But thankfully, people like Louis and a bunch of other guys in the chapter jumped in, and so we got most of it done, and we're going to have a great show. So
We're glad you're still with us.
The only thing that I can't do is sing. I can't open my mouth.
Uh-oh.
So I hired myself out as stage manager.
You could have been the MC.
No, I already had one of those.
So this is what year for you as the chair of the festival?
I think this may be my fifth
Seems
show,
like something like that, yeah.
but my predecessor did it 40 years.
I know. You've got a long ways to go.
I won't live that long.
You have a long ways to go.
But it's a lot of fun being at the creative end, and we are always on the hunt 12 months a year for talent for the show, and we've fallen into some good stuff this year, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We have, by popular demand, we had tried, I think my first year I picked up on having some Sweet Adelines on the show. The second year I didn't, and the third year I didn't. And I heard from our audience. They want to see the ladies on the show.
Yeah.
So we have found a great group called Off Kilter. And the name alone appealed to me because I like anything that's got a comic edge to it. And these ladies are good fun. They're coming all the way up from Connecticut, and they're going to be on the first half of the show with us, as our two chapter quartets. One, Louis' very own quartet called Warm Relations.
How about Warm Regards?
Warm Regards.
Close. Close.
I'm sorry. It's such a name, I just never can remember. And the other group has been on the show before. They opened it 2 years ago, I think, and then they were on in the middle of the show, called oh, awful. Then they're not on the poster either, so I can't remember.
Uh-oh.
It's
Slightly warm?
Slightly warm.
Worn.
Worn.
Slightly worn.
worn.
Oh, so they are part of the show this year. That's good.
They
I
are.
was hoping they would be.
Yes, they were late accepting my invitation, but we got them on, and
Great.
so they'll be on the show as well. And then in the second half, we will have the championship collegiate men's quartet winners from this year's competition. And they are a group also, some of them from Connecticut, called Timepiece. And they also have a very nice comic edge to their, if you've seen the pictures on the posters and flyers, you can see that they have a lot of fun as well. So we're looking forward to that. And then we're doing our usual raffles and door prizes, and we still have always have more seats left over in the balcony. I remember last year you saying, Joe, we have to open up the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
which is great news for us. We never, we have a good pre-sale number of tickets, but there are always a good number of people who walk in the door as well, and so we don't know exactly how many are coming, but please, everybody, buy your tickets early, save $3 a ticket, and then we'll know how to accommodate you.
So where are tickets on sale?
They are on sale at the UPS store, of course. And David Murdo might be behind the counter. At Adams Lock and Safe, Dave Holt, the proprietor of Adams Lock and Safe on, forget the name of the street.
Hall Street. Hall Street.
Hall Street. Was a longtime member of our chorus and a quartet member. And so he's always helped us out. And we had a member of the chorus when I joined some 25, 30 years ago, whatever it was, by the name of Norm Janot, and his family still ran and still runs Granite State Natural Foods. We've added them as ticket sellers this year. And of course, the perennial good guy for all things Audi, the Gibson's bookstore with Michael Herman. So you can get tickets at all of those places, and you can also get them online. This is the second year in a row, I think, that we've been able to sell tickets online with a credit card, or you can do the usual, send a check to our show ticket sales guy, and he'll mail tickets back to you. So any way you want to get tickets, or you can come to the booth on show day Sunday, October 5. 2 p.m. is the show time. The ticket booth will open at 1:15, so there's plenty of time to get a ticket for cash or check, and we'll be able to get you a seat.
So how much are tickets both in advance and at the door?
$12 in advance, $15 at the door. So that we haven't changed the price in some time. That's we haven't seen the need to yet. Everything else seems to be going up, but we're sticking with that.
Yep, it just goes to show with all the different people that are helping us out with ticket sales, it just demonstrates the amount of cooperation we get in the community. It's just wonderful when we, Joe does the back-breaking work. A lot of us hoof it on the street, so to speak, with ads for the program and stuff like that. We have such a loyal following out there. They help us out year after year, and we're always grateful. And every year we pick up some new sponsors, people with the ads. And
this is last year's program book, and it's just amazing. People, other barbershop organizations look at this and say, "How do you get those ads?" And I said, "I got great guys like Louis and Paul Dakota and Lenny Wood and Don Burns."
Don Burns this year, I'm going to have to put a plug in for him. With the amount of money that came in through the sale of ads, he was responsible, he himself, for about 40% of that money. It's just amazing what that guy can do when it comes to selling ads.
So he's following the footsteps of Ted Ellsworth.
That's right. And
you remember well,
I
absolutely.
do.
That's right. Ted and the farmer, how can I forget his name? Abbott Presby.
Okay.
Also did a phenomenal job, as did Jean-Louis Nicknair and a few others. So we are very pleased to have pretty much the same size program this year. We ask everybody to support our sponsors. You look through the ads, but when we sell ads, we just ask them to support the arts, support the Audi, and buy an ad, or just give us a donation, and we'll put a thank you page in there, and so those are going over as well.
And I mean, I've actually gone out and tried to buy ads for different things the Friends of the Audi has done. To be honest with you, I'd much rather take and put the show together and go out buying ads.
That's why I'm the organizer of the ad
That's
sales
right.
and not the solicitor.
Exactly.
There takes special kinds of people for all
It
things.
does, and I mean, and you need to
all
go out,
events.
and you have to go to a lot of the places at least twice, 3, 4 times
Yep.
before you even get the ad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We've got some of our members, they have such a distaste for soliciting.
Yeah.
They write a check.
Right,
Hey, look,
exactly.
here's my donation. Please leave me alone.
Right, exactly.
Joe mentioned all the great quartets, and mine. That's going to add so much to the show. But I have to emphasize the fact it's the Coachmen show. The full chorus is going to be up there, all dressed up with our annual opportunity to show off. The chorus has been growing, continues to grow, both musically and in numbers. We're
Which is
very,
good.
very fortunate that we continue. So much of chapters in the society right now are actually losing members. We're very fortunate that we continue to grow, so we're grateful. In the hands of Eric, our director, it's just a great opportunity for anybody. So yeah, hopefully we're the main reason you come to the show. But
How could I forget that? I'm just so
I don't
because I
know.
don't have to hire the chorus. I do have to hire the quartet, so I sometimes forget.
Although the response that Sweet Adelaide's get, I don't know if it's kind of toss-up. Are they really coming for you or for them?
if the ladies bring in an audience, then so be it. That's not a bad thing.
Now here you have another women's quartet coming in this year. Is there a lot of women's barbershop quartets around the state?
I'd say in per chapter there are probably on average, the ones that I'm familiar with, there are probably 3 to 5 quartets in each chorus, whereas we're more likely to have 2. So I'd say on average they produce more quartets,
Wow.
which is great for
Exactly.
learning music and having fun and having opportunities to perform. So I brought this along. This was we publish this in the book every year, and I got to reread it this year because I'm putting it back in. And it says, barbershop harmony is music. It is music in a very pure form, created with nothing but human voices coming together to create a rich and satisfying texture that is pleasing to the ears and invigorating to the soul. Whether you are an experienced musician or a brand new musician, barbershop levels the playing field and allows you to find your voice and be part of creating something that is greater than the sum of its parts. But that's a great statement. We have trouble explaining that sometimes. We tell people, come on, we have fun. All we can say is it has fun. But this says it all, and I had opportunity to think about that as I've been unable to sing for a couple of months, and what barbershop means to me. But for instance, we have a mixture of talents, and I have absolutely no sense of rhythm at all. If I don't stand next to somebody who counts, I can't keep up. But other people can't find the note that I find, so we add everything together. So.
Hold it up. Let's see if we can get a
Oh, that's our poster.
shot of the poster.
Hopefully we get a few of these around. And the theme is, I forgot the theme, it's Affairs and Adventures of the Heart. There's the hearts and a couple of lovers there. And because
I didn't see that.
we always sing love songs, as our director
Exactly.
says. What do we do Thursday nights when we rehearse? We sing about our sweeties. So that's it.
Which is a good interlude, singing to your sweeties' hearts.
Sure.
That brings
absolutely.
about Valentine's Day.
That's right.
When you're not on the stage in October, you're out at Valentine's Day.
It's our 2 big events, getting out into the public are the show and Valentine's, and we will be selling, or at least advertising the singing Valentines at the show, and maybe someone will have the tickets ready. But that's only 30. There's a front, unless we change our mind, it's still only $39, and you get a quartet coming to your place of business or home or your great aunt's retirement community or whatever you want. We'll go there for $39. Sing a couple of love songs, present her or him, the recipient, with a rose and a digital photo to commemorate the event. And sometimes we embarrass people when we give them this surprise gift. It's almost always a surprise, and we have the greatest fun with that.
I think it's just as much fun for us
Exactly.
to deliver the Valentine. I think if you talk to any barbershopper that has been involved in the Singing Valentine program, that's going to be one of the highlights of their year. And you never know. You sing to a couple in their home. I was fortunate enough to deliver a Valentine to a teacher. Well, okay, I would assume it would be in the teacher's lounge or maybe in her classroom. She was conducting an assembly at the time, and we sang,
Oh, wow.
we sang in front of the entire school.
That's cool.
And it actually got emotional. I knew the young lady. She knew us. She started to cry. And I hope it was because of the emotion and not our singing. And what a thrill it was for us, as
Exactly.
well as for her. So,
Before we run out of time, I want to just touch on one of the base of the event on October 5th. Rumors are out there that the Afterglow has been changed this year.
It has. We have gone from a church supper kind of affair that the Bow Men's Club has been doing a great job for us for as long as I can remember in the Bow Community Center, which has had some problems with upkeep and whatever. So we decided in a down year for them, they would have to cook off premises and bring it in. And we decided to try something one time, maybe. We will see. We're at Tandy's Top Shelf for the Afterglow, and it's going to be more a stand-up affair than a sit-down around the table, which for many of us is going to be a real party as opposed to sort of a wind down where you have to sit, and we're all wound up, and we want to circulate and talk to our friends and supporters, whether they be ticket buyers or family members, and so we're going to practically walk from the Audi down to Eagle Square and have the party in the back room.
So will it be a meal and all that?
There'll be food served, and if there are tickets left over, they will be $10, and that will cover the food and the use of the room.
Okay.
But there'll be liquid refreshments available.
yeah. Cash.
Always those.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like we have a great event planned, even though you've been in and out of it for the past few months.
I've been on my smartphone more than any other period of my life, and so.
But with Louis, it made him step up to the plate and start doing stuff.
I'll be
this year.
perfectly honest with you. The entire show was in jeopardy upon his accident.
I'm sure it was.
And the current state of being, there is nobody that can fill these shoes. Say what you want. This is your...
Well, that's what my predecessor said too. And
Exactly.
I kept saying,
I was just thinking that.
Kenny, can I help you out? No, I can do it. He didn't want any help. And my wife says, can't you find somebody else? Well, this year, somebody else stepped forward in many instances. So I have some apprentices who know how to do parts, and I will continue on that because...
He keeps all the secrets to himself. He
Of
only
course.
gives us tidbits.
No, it's control, and you just, you don't want to let it go, and you start worrying about whether someone's going to boot something and you're going to embarrass you or embarrass the chorus.
But I think the good thing to this whole thing is that it's demonstrating it's not just one person
Oh, no.
that is actually wants to do it. It's the whole organization.
Yeah. And this more than anything, if you don't sing, if you're a chorus member and you don't sing in the show, you've got to be sick. Yeah, but there are people who might not show up for a particular gig, but they won't fail to show for
Right,
the
exactly.
show, that's for sure.
With that, we're just about out of time. So thank you for being my guest on today's show, and look forward to
Pleasure.
see you on October 5th.
We had a number on there, a telephone number on it, but I'm not sure.
There is at the end.
668-8889
Yeah,
for
it's been there.
ticket purchases. And
So don't forget, come out on October 5th to the Concord City Auditorium at 2 p.m. to hear the 55th Annual Festival of Barbershop Harmony. With that, thank you for watching and look forward to see you at the Audi. And have a great night.